Hey everybody, long time no see. My name is Emily and welcome back to my channel where I review, critique, and summarize scary children's books. So I am finally back after like a month. I had the busiest November ever in which I was graduating and working and just so much going on. So hello, I'm back finally. And I did get a chance to do some reading, which is nice, and now finally have the time to do some reviewing, which is super nice. So hello, hope you all are doing really well. Today in this video, I am going to be talking about The Collector. This is a lower middle grade novel written by an author named K.R. Alexander and published by Scholastic in August of this year, 2018. So as always, I am going to briefly summarize this book for you, followed by a quick book review, and then at the end of the video, I'm going to give it my personal scores, so my numerical ratings for story, writing and language, personal, and scares. All right, so The Collector stars Josie, a young girl who is uprooted from her life in the big city in Chicago and has to move all the way into the country with her mother and little sister in order to take care of her ailing grandmother. Josie, of course, is none too happy about this. She has to leave her whole life behind, her friends, her school. Her grandmother's house has no Wi-Fi signal. She has to get used to a whole new school and a whole new place. This is kind of a big shakeup. And on top of that, Josie's grandmother has Alzheimer's, so she has to deal with the emotional toll of living with somebody who is forgetting their memories and forgetting who she is and becoming confused. Plus, Josie's grandma has some very weird, seemingly nonsensical rules for living in this house. The first is never leave your windows open after dark. The second is no dolls in the house. And the third is never, ever go by the house in the woods. Now this gets all pretty complicated for Josie when she makes an unusual friend at school who, asking Josie to come over to her place to hang out, takes her straight to the house in the woods that she is not supposed to go near. And what follows is a creepy adventure with whispers in the dark, an evil witch, and many, many dolls. So first I have to say how much I am into Scholastic's commitment to publishing kids' horror. They, of course, publish all of R.L. Stine's work, but also seem to try and publish books that kids will like if they like R.L. Stine. So I was really pleased to see a book like this come out last summer because this is just straight up entertaining, fast-paced, action-packed kids' horror. These are the kinds of books that readers like myself really like to see. These are the kinds of books that kids devour. It's books like this that turn kids into readers, I think. So for that reason, I was really excited to read this book. And it's true, the writing here is very easy to read. This is not going to be a challenging book for kids that are in the book's targeted age range, which is about 9 to 12. The writing is fast-paced, the sentences are short and clippy, there's a ton of dialogue. The action in the book is constant. This is definitely a page-turner. There are some super spooky scenes, and almost all of them concerning dolls in some way. There is a lot of use of the uncanny here. And there's one scene in particular where I don't know if I've ever really read anything like it before, and it involves these two girls running through the forest, being chased by literally hundreds of dolls that are like running over the ground and like through the trees behind them and like popping off of branches above them. Crazy creepy. The first video I ever did for YouTube was actually on R.L. Stine's Night of the Living Dummy and his use of the uncanny, and this book utilizes a lot of the same things. So if you have a kid that loves Slappy, and I know that a lot of Goosebumps kids these days are super into Slappy, this is a great choice. It's very doll-centric. I do have to say though, because I'm comparing this book to a lot of R.L. Stine's work in this review, The Collector has a bit of an emotional note to it that books like Goosebumps don't usually have. So for example, there's this subplot involving Josie's ailing grandmother, and there's of course the emotional experience of being uprooted and moving away from your friends and your life in the big city. There's also a character death at the end of this book that is rather emotional. So although I wouldn't call this book complex thematically at all, there are some seeds of themes here that are great for adults that want to talk to kids about books, but find that there just isn't enough to hang your hat on when it comes to Goosebumps and other kids series fiction. Books like this one make a great gateway for kids from kids series fiction like Goosebumps to more thematically complex novels. So like if kids series fiction is like a snack, like the literary version of a snack, and a more complex novel is like a full meal, this book is kind of like an appetizer. that is like the single weirdest metaphor that I've used in any of my videos thus far. I am a huge proponent of books like The Collector. Books like this turn kids into readers, which is never a bad thing. So with all of that in mind, I am going to give The Collector a 6 out of 10 for writing and language, and a 7 out of 10 for story. I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10 for scares. There are creepy moments. This isn't creepier than a Goosebumps book by any means though, so if you have a kid that likes Goosebumps, it's about as scary as a Goosebumps book. And for my personal score for The Collector, I'm going to give it a 7 out of 10. I really enjoyed reading it. It was a fast read. I read it in like one sitting. It kept me entertained all the way through. I wanted to know what happened next. And yeah, I'm really looking forward to hopefully some more kids horror from this author. So that is it for my book talk today. I have so missed making videos. I'm really looking forward to making some more over this season. Of course, the holiday season is always super busy, but I'm hoping to get some reading done through it all. So I will talk to you guys very soon. And if you like this video, go ahead and give it a like and let me know in the comments below if you have read The Collector or if you have a kid that read The Collector, and let me know what you think. And if you're new here, consider hitting subscribe. I will be here doing kids' scary book reviews and videos like this for the foreseeable future. I will talk to you guys very soon. I hope you have a great start to December and happy reading. Bye.